Now, welcome back. Now, the Government Institutions Pensions Fund, GIPF, launched the Biometric Verification mobile application and Biometric Verification Handheld devices in the Otjozondjupa region last week. Now, the fund strives to achieve service excellence for an exceptional stakeholder experience and interactions, solidifying the fund's commitment to a positively transforming its operations and strategic objective of being a member-centric pension fund. Now, joining us with more details in studio is Elvis Nashilongo, who is the General Manager for Operations at the GIPF. Good morning, sir, and welcome to Good Morning Namibia.
Good morning, and good morning to all the viewers.
Okay. Now, let's talk about what prompted GIPF to launch the biometric verification model application as well as the handheld devices. What is the overall message behind it?
Yeah, thank you very much. GIPF is a member-centric organization. And as such, it continues to create services that enhance positive customer experience. Historically, as you know, pension funds have stringent requirement for pensioners to provide proof of life on a quarterly basis. For GIPF, this has been a paper-based process, and therefore tedious, ineffective, and risky. In order to respond to that challenge, we introduced then a biometric verification system that our pensioners should then use in order to provide proof of life, because the rules of the fund requires that the pension payment is only paid for as long as such a member or a pensioner is alive. Now, based on that, we introduced then the biometric system or verification system. This system requires that our pensioners travel to our offices to provide proof of life or to get access to this system. While we have sorted out the issue of the inefficiency of a paper-based method, this system was reasonably secure and effective, but it introduced another burden, because our pensioners now have to travel long distances, use their meager resources for transportation to access these systems at our offices. We saw it then necessary to ride on new and emerging technology to enhance this system, to add on a self-service platform by means of a mobile app, so that our pensioners will be able to provide proof of life in the comfort of their own homes. Additionally, we also replicated the system into portable devices. We call it handheld devices. And these devices will be deployed to regional or to constituency offices countrywide. And that is with a view to assist those pensioners who don't have access to smartphones, to be able to be assisted in the region and constituencies where they reside. And that is really to try and bring services closer to them, and also to make sure that they don't travel long distances for the purpose of providing proof of life.
Okay. Let's talk about perhaps the developmental process and implementation process of these biometric devices. You launched it last week in the Otjozondjupa region. It's already been rolled out. How soon can we expect it to be rolled out? Is it every month that the pensioners are expected to confirm that they are alive, or is it every 3 months? What will be the implementation process?
Yeah, basically this system is already operational. Okay. The mobile app has been launched last week, and it's already fully operational. Those that use as Android devices can actually make use of that service. And as per the rules, the pensioners and those that receive annuities from GIPF, they they need to verify on a quarterly basis. So at least once 3 months.
At least 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
And failure to do that, of course, we assume that they do not exist, and therefore we cut the...
So once you cut off, they will be forced to ensure that they do inform you.
Yeah, it's not a punitive measure, but it's a measure to...
Safety.
To ensure that the fund continues to operate.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about some of the challenges that you maybe perhaps have you experienced any challenges? You said it was launched last week in terms of implementation. Has it been a smooth ride so far from your point of view?
The biometric system so far, because it has been in existence now for the past 2 years, it's only the mobile app and the handheld devices which were subsequently introduced. The handheld devices is we have provided a test certificate, a proof certificate. It is operating quite exceptionally. The mobile app, it's too early to tell. Of course, with any introduction of a new technology, it is expected that there will be some glitches. And what we have done is to deploy our customer service consultants to monitor how the verification through the mobile app is doing and to correct those glitches as they appear. But we are moving side by side with our pensioners to ensure that they get used to verify on their mobile.
Okay. Now, like you talked about the fact that, obviously technology is a good thing, but obviously there are some challenges that also might come with it. And one of those challenges is the issue of security. Obviously, the more you get advanced, also the more people try and come up with new ways of maybe trying to ensure that, they steal people's money, they scam other people's money. Now, with regards to security and privacy, what steps have you taken to ensure the safety of those items? Because I presume once maybe someone can cut off someone's thumb, these things are seen in movies, and possibly people were thinking, not possible to happen in Namibia, and then someone is just confirming quarterly and it's not the same person. Or an elder is kept somewhere just for means of verification so that they can be able to access their funds. So what measures have you put in place?
Yes, full risk assessment of this system has been conducted, and it is biometric based. And with biometric technology, if you cut off the thumb, it's no longer going to be operational. And the biometric features are also linked to the account of that same individual. It doesn't mean that if you have my face, you also have access to my bank account. So the system is fully tested, and we are quite confident that the security features of the system is what we would look for as a pension fund.
So it's tight?
It's very tight.
Tight, okay. In terms of this initiative, you talked about the fact that the biometric system has been in place over the last 2 years. Now you've just introduced the app as well as the mobile handheld devices.
Yes.
Do you think that this will transform GIPF's operations and maybe lead to better rankings in terms of customer satisfaction?
Definitely. Our efficiency as a pension fund, we believe that is measured against our level of digitization and automation. And definitely we have moved a step closer to being one of the very few efficient operations in Africa, if not the world. And we continue to do that, and we are very deliberate in achieving a level of automation that will secure the assets of the fund, and that would also result in positive customer experience for our members. And we believe that we are on the right path, and we are very excited to have traveled this journey.
Okay. So finally, this is part of GIPF's overview of trying to transform GIPF as we head in towards the future? I mean, you can continue paying money,
yes,
ensuring that those annuities are paid, but definitely one needs to transform and catch up with the times.
Definitely, definitely. That is our mission.
Okay. Well, Mr. Nashilongo, thank you very much for making time to speak to us this morning.
It's always a pleasure for us to be here.
Okay. Now, that was Elvis Nashilongo, who is the General Manager of Operations at the Government Institution Pensions Fund, talking to us about the recently launched biometric verification mobile application and biometric verification handheld devices last week in the Otjozondjupa region. Stay tuned. At 7 o'clock, we'll bring you the news right here on GMN.